Good evening, Sharks. My name is Gavin Fitzsimons, and I'm the proud owner and founder of Jeff Pine Natural Deodorants. The natural deodorants that will change your life for the better. Smelling fine all the time with Jeff Pine. We make natural deodorants that are both effective, and eco-friendly. I'm here today to ask for €60,000 for 20% equity. Are you aware that this commercial deodorant market is saturated with products that contain harmful chemicals that are detrimental to your health and the environment? I'm sure you all know what this is. We call it tin foil, but it's made from aluminium. Catch. Well, commercial deodorants contain aluminium, as we can see here from this popular deodorant brand. Aluminium is a known neurotoxin that's been linked with Alzheimer's disease. It is not something you want to be spraying on your body on a daily basis. But don't take my word for it. Have a look at this peer-reviewed article. Aluminium is a ubiquitously abundant non-essential element. Tell that to the commercial deodorant manufacturers. Aluminium has been associated with neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. Commercial deodorants also contain other harsh chemicals, such as parabens. Parabens block your pores and are detrimental to the lymphatic system. They've also been linked to various cancers. Again, don't take my word for it. Have a look at this peer-reviewed article linking parabens that have been extensively used in skincare and cosmetics until now. Welcome to the deodorant revolution. Reports have emerged in recent years implicating parabens as potential carcinogens in breast cancer, uterine cancer, and most recently skin cancer. Recent years, this was 2008. We have sensitive lymph nodes under our armpits. Our armpits should be nourished, not neglected. My products, my deodorants that you have in front of you, are made from all natural ingredients that are not only better for your health, but they're also better for the environment. So, my deodorants used only the finest food-grade plant-based ingredients, such as coconut oil, shea butter, arrowroot powder, and various essential oils. These ingredients neutralize odor, nourish the skin, and leave you smelling fresh all day long. There are natural deodorants on the market. Why choose mine over others? Most of the organic or natural deodorants on the market contain baking soda or bicarbonate of soda. When I first started experimenting with my recipe, almost 10 years ago now, I used baking soda in it, and I noticed after a few months it irritated my armpits, so I stopped using it. So, excuse the Italian, but I did live in Italy for 10 years before I came to Malta. My kids are half Italian, and that's another story, but basically I started off making these deodorants in Italy. And this is one of my favorite reviews. While my products haven't been taken to market yet, I have gotten good feedback over the last 7 or 8 years that I have been making these products. We also want to look after the environment. So I want to move into sustainable packaging. At the moment, looking for funding will go towards sustainable packaging. At the moment, they are aluminium. I get the hypocrisy, but they are recyclable. I have previously been using plastic because they're cheap, and I'm on my own here. It's pretty much a hobby at the moment. I'm coming in at a startup level, looking for 100% investment, and obviously your advice, your help, and everything else. The global deodorant market is valued at over $25 billion. That's in 2022. I know these are global stats, but it was the best I could figure. I got some Maltese stats, but they didn't seem to...
Don't think local.
I understand that, but the statistics I got in Malta, I don't think they were very accurate. The Maltese statistics from the Malta deodorants were 3.25 million a year. If that's the case, then everybody's spending €7 on deodorants a year in Malta.
No, but there's a lot of stock coming in through Sicily, which there's no way of controlling.
Exactly. It was easier for me to source these numbers.
Am I right?
Think of the people that smell.
Maybe they needed more. Maybe that's why they sell so few in Malta. So the compound annual growth rate is 6.25% over the next 6 years.
Can you tell us how all this started?
How all this started? Sure, yeah. Well, I'm almost 43 years old. When I was in my early 20s, I had an irritation to spray deodorants.
Many people do.
Many people do, exactly. So I decided to stop. Well, I moved on from spray, used roll-on. That worked for a while, then that irritated me. So I stopped in my early 20s using deodorant completely, much to the chagrin of my friends and loved ones. After 10 years, I decided, after trying some back then in the early 2000s, there wasn't much on the market in regard to natural deodorants. So I didn't use anything for a long time. And then I thought, because I was already in a natural health kick, I was eating organic and had experimented with vegetarianism and all that in my early 30s. And I thought, why can't I make my own deodorants at home? After about 2 years, I came up with the recipe that I'm still using today, 7 years later.
So this is the only presentation you offer? If I were to buy your product, this is what I get?
At the moment, yes. Obviously, like I said in my pitch, I'm looking to move into sustainable packaging, moving away from aluminium.
No, I'm not talking about the aluminium. This is how it would be presented, whatever. It could be a sustainable packaging material, whatever.
Yes, unfortunately.
So you don't have plans for roll-ons, sprays?
No, obviously, funding could go into research and development for that. Like I said, I want to move into a roll-on, sustainable packaging with roll-on. There's biodegradable paper roll-ons I can buy, but in order to buy them, I need a minimum order of 1,000, and I don't have that funding at the moment. So at the moment, it's still very much a hobby, you know, side hustle at the moment. So that's why I'm here, basically pitching my product to you guys.
I paid my dues working many hours in pharmacies. And the one thing that I noted that people do when they're buying skincare products or deodorants is smell. And when I smell your product, smelling good would not be the first thing that crops to mind.
Yeah, the only thing is the numbers are not tallying out in my head right now.
You're valuing your company at 2 million euros, right? We need some numbers.
Why now? Why now you are looking for an investment?
That is super AI that you're talking about. We do use AI technology.
It's not super AI, it's RPA, robotic process automation, right? But can you give us peace of mind that you own it?
Smelling good would not be the first thing that crops to mind.
Really?
But mine smells really nice.
This is the male.
Can I-
Christabel's is much better.
That's why I normally use my
Reminded
tester.
me
and
of a spa smell.
Can you just take
I
a
did
little bit?
that.
You did?
I don't know if you noticed. The first thing I did was put
Did? Okay.
and it's still,
Smell it.
No.
but it's
Spa.
subjective. I'm not saying it's
I have other recipes. Of
it's a subjective,
sure.
but
No, this is
There's no
Christabel's is much nicer.
yes.
This is beautiful. The
Hers
smell
is more
is...
floral. The man's is more woody.
Yeah.
Normally I'd use vetiver in mine, which is very nice perfume, if you're aware. But I ran out of vetiver essential oil before I made these recent ones. So
Yeah.
unfortunately it's... But I have got other fragrances and other scents that I make, yeah.
Also, out there in the market, there are many people coming up with these products, and normally they're not too dissimilar to you. They are,
Sure.
you know, small operators. It's more like a cottage industry in many ways, you know. So I don't see anything different, and I can't see many of my customers would actually be attracted to. Okay, you're changing the
They
package.
think it's a lip balm.
Yeah. The
Sure,
first-
sure. Yes, in that current packaging...
That's the first thing we thought it was.
In that current packaging, yes, I understand that. But
Yeah.
unfortunately,
If it were me, I would never get it.
use your fingers, yes. Some people have said they don't want to use their fingers to apply it, and I understand that.
I'm not questioning the efficacy.
But I concur with you.
I'm not questioning the
I concur.
efficacy of the...
Does anybody else have any opinions on the smell? The
No,
fragrance?
it's look, opinions are subjective, so
Sure,
don't
of
mind
course.
me. But the way I see it, I know of plenty of offerings out there that have similar products. For that reason, I will not be investing.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I really like the idea of, I mean, most of my businesses are related to how we impact other people's lives, and this is exactly what you're doing. what I'm thinking about right now. So you're sort of in this prolonged test stage of 7 years.
Yes, I basically make them for my own personal use, you know. When I saw the opportunity to come on Shark Tank, I thought this is my one chance to actually go for it because I have no investment. I've got 3 kids. I work a 9-to-5 job. Well, it's shift work. I wish it was 9 to 5. And, you know, this is probably my only opportunity to improve on the packaging, to do some research and development on it and get it out there to the people.
I mean, have you applied maybe for some funds? I mean, you're residing in Malta right now,
Yes,
no?
yes, 5 years I've lived here for.
So, I mean, there are funds for research and development and also for
I did
startups.
approach a company 3 years ago, but I was basically shown the door. Maybe my pitch wasn't on point.
I think the pitch was good, and what you're selling and the product is good. It makes sense.
Well, I prepared a lot for it this time. In fact, I learned a lot during this pitch, and I appreciate just the chance to be here.
So the story is great. So why did you stop just at this? Where is the shaving cream with the same mentality?
I make hand creams. I make.
But wait, you don't, because you just gave me this. You didn't even show me an image with what you'd like to do. The story is great. The product is not complete.
Because-
Please stick to this journey. Stick to this journey. Trust me. I love these things. Anything which we can do naturally. I love trying it myself and everything. But this, like this gentleman who's an expert in retail, specifically health retail, is telling you this is not an offering. So you're far away from having the real product done. This could be great, this could be amazing, but on its own, it's not going to be successful.
No, I understand.
What's going to be successful? Your story. The name is perfect, don't change it. But it has to have other things with it, which is the hand cream, which is the shaving cream.
I've only got stickers ready, made for the hand cream, for the deodorant.
So stick to it. But you're there, man, so you know exactly what you want and you're willing to push the bar. But one product, so far it's not enough for me to invest. Okay, but
Thanks
keep it
for
up.
your input. Appreciate
Thank you.
With 60,000, you're not going to get anywhere near us making a return on investment.
Well,
That's how I
my
feel.
projected is 50,000 profit after 2 years. That's my projections.
Selling this,
Just selling deodorant, yeah.
it's a challenge.
While I believe in you and the smell of this product, I have a bit of a conflict, so I'm
No
out.
problem.
The idea is lovely. Your story, as Chris said, is amazing. And I'm glad I asked you how all this started. I'm out of it because it's not something which falls under my remit.
No problem. Thanks for your input. Appreciate it.
I would be really happy to help you out because I think what you're doing is really great. Obviously, from a financial standpoint, I would not be investing, but I would not give up because this is something cool and really interesting. I mean,
Okay.
I'll
Thank
be
you
happy
very
to help you out.
But obviously with Mark's contacts, there is ways of getting funding to push this through.
Fantastic.
So without selling part of your company.
Appreciate it.
Whilst I'm looking at you and hearing your story, I'm seeing my story. I mean, 32 years ago, I introduced solar panels in Malta. Can you imagine 32 years ago?
Wow.
So I had people staring at me. Now it's the total opposite.
You got in at the start.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's a question of time, it's a question of resiliency and
Sure, sure.
yeah, he's a teacher actually.
But you're a teacher as
I
well?
was a teacher in Italy for 8 years. I now work in iGaming and I do a bit of stand-up comedy on the side.
Oh, lovely.
Shows.
Tell us about that business.
My wife apologized to me yesterday for the first time in 12 years. She said she was sorry she ever married me. I was at a very emotional wedding the other day. Even the cake was in tears.
Oh.
Did you know if you jump off a bridge in Paris, you'd be insane? In the river, Seine. That's why they call it the Eiffel Tower.
Good one.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
What's your stage name?
Stage name?
Jeff Pine.
Gavin. Jeff Pines for the products. Gavin, my real name.
Gavin,
Yeah?
shaving. Focus on shaving.
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 Gavin.
Sure.
And other men's products. It's an untapped market.
Yeah, yeah. Appreciate
luck.
the input, guys.
Luck.
Keep in contact.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
His stand-up was very good, huh?
I tell you.
But the name, even coming up with the name, Jeff Pine. It's a good name.
Lemma, seriously, mandu xejr.
Mandu xriħa. Għanixom, għanerġan xom.
Sew jiena
Dejna xom ħafna.
sinus.
Well, my nerves are just settling now, but I appreciate the input they gave me, the feedback. It was very informative, and the experience in itself, just preparing for the Sharks on the show, was very beneficial. So even though they didn't invest in my product, my pitch, or my brand, I'm very happy with the outcome.
Fil-pitch li għadna kemm rajna ta' Given ħareġ biċ-ċar kemm meta tkun qed tfittex investiment minn business angel għax dak li rid Given ma kienx wara ammont ta' investiment kbir, resonates a lot, jiġifieri joħroġ biċ-ċar il-chemistry mal-istorja personali. Jiġifieri dik il-mistoqsija ta' minn fejn ġitek l-idea u Given irrakkonta storja tant personali, hemmhekk kien hemm konnessjoni kbira ħafna ma' kważi mix-Sharks kollha. Jiġifieri meta jkun hemm entrepreneur li għadu qed jibda, xi kultant l-iskop tal-investiment, il-business idea mhijiex kollox, xi kultant anke l-istorja personali tagħmel differenza kbira.